All right, let's get myself awake here. So we got GaCharna warming up on 7 and 8 as we are getting ready for Justin Waters versus GaCharna. This is the first round of the playoffs for the ACST-A division in the South Conference. Justin had a pretty brutal season, just manhandling everybody. I think he has gone undefeated. It's been the chatter so far.
I was gonna say,
I bet
you'll have the total grand total score, running score for the whole match.
I will as well.
Yeah.
Well, we won't. We'll just do it ahead, right?
Well, I keep the sheet.
Yeah, he's got the receipt, and the other thing too is if he's able to see the stream on his phone at the same time,
Yep.
you'll be able to see because I've got it up there. So we're having some fun here because I've got Dave Peterson and Dan Castle sitting over my shoulder, and we're getting ready for this match to take underway once Lou's gotten himself comfortable. And as you can see here, the view's pretty simple. You've got the full body cam up above, and then down below you've got a little zoom in on the pin set, so you can actually watch the action up close and hopefully help us keep our scoring honest and accurate. And yeah, this should be a good time once these guys go at it. Again, it's the chance for what would be a really big upset is Lou's dropping a hammer here in practice. And I'm just trying to get comfortable and get these guys going. When they're ready to go, I'll enable the mic that's down by the table for them. They won't be able to see the scoreboard that I'm working on behind the scenes. And by all means, if you're watching, feel free to drop a note to me here on Twitch. I will do everything I can to get back to you and comment.
So there's no live.
That's just the one commercial that's going, an ad, and then it gets in. But we're teaching everybody new tricks, and my view and my contribution, if you will, to this is, I like to go through and do some better effort and art, and kind of make things look a little more candlepinny. So as you can see, the scoreboard that I have up on the left side of the screen is, it's designed as a candlepin score sheet would look. When I do the scoring and the notations, it's going to be relatively familiar to candlepin bowling, to candlepin bowlers. The only difference will be that in the case of a 10, instead of putting an X in the box, I'll actually write in the number 10. The reason that I do that is, as the string goes on, I will compile how many head pins they've hit with the first ball. We'll have box by box average tracking. I count strikes, spares, tens, and try to give you some decent data while the whole match is going on. And the way that this one is going to work is each bowler will bowl 5 boxes at a time. They only bowl on a single lane. Justin will bowl first, followed by Lou. And winning a string doesn't matter. It's all about the total pinfall. So, hopefully this match stays close, but, I don't know what Lou's average is. I know I've bowled against Justin in leagues, and he's easily high 120s. So he's definitely a tough mountain to climb here, and that makes for a good time. I think Lou's done firing away, so we'll see if these guys come around. I'm going to enable the mic that's down by where the other guys will be. And hopefully we're not getting any duplication of my voices, just the important people, as I'm spitting into that set. During the course of the string, I'm all good to go, man.
Yeah.
We're live. During the course of the string, I should have the ability to toggle on all of the important stuff. So as you can see in the bottom left corner, I've got kind of the match state, the total pinfall. Right now it's regarded as a tie, but it'll tell you who's in the lead for that. You have the individual strings with Justin being in blue, Lou being in green. So you'll see the split for the match and who's ahead. And then obviously the score sheet will fill out as we go. And at any point in time, I should be able to give you all 5 of the strings. He's watching, and then his microphone is on the stream too. So we've tried to bring everybody into one. We'll see what happens.
Are you on the channel?
Candlepin chat? I posted.
Ladies, are you ready?
And we got the pins over here. They're doing their TikTok as well. So this is one heck of a watched. Hey! Thank you for the sub there, Candlepin Corner. Is that you, Corey? Thanks for popping by. Hopefully I can make the score sheet look good for you and give you some ideas of how to use this on your streams up there.
I'm ready to go. Michael will introduce, and then we're
all set. You guys can talk to him all you want to do, whatever you'd like.
just going to go right into it.
Works for me, Justin. Go get him.
So,
Well, thanks for swinging by, Corey. I appreciate it. You guys are live.
all right, welcome everybody to Ryan's Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. We have a great match lined up today for a quarterfinal playoff match between number 1 seed Justin Waters and number 8 seed GaCharna. And I'm here, this is Dan Castle, I'm here with Dave Peterson. We're both also ACST bowlers. Looking forward to this match. Dave, welcome.
Yeah, it's a treat to watch the A bowlers here. Justin Waters is going to start us off. And almost a strike to start. Justin starting in his customary leadoff spot. He likes to take the bowl first.
Yeah, typically the home bowlers like to bowl second. I know I do when I'm home. And Justin is one of the, that'll be a 9 box. Justin's one of the fastest balls in the game. You often see 45, 46 miles an hour out of him. So that'll be a 9 box. He starts with a 9 because those of you who haven't watched Candlepin before, when it hits a pin, it's in the gutter. That's going to be a foul. So the pin doesn't count. It's not a spare. It's a 9.
And as most of you know, now that we're in the playoffs here, it's total pinfall for all 5 games. Just barreling in on the head pin for the second 2 out of 2 on the head pin.
I think that might be a little helpful. So the bowlers will be bowling 5 games each. They do this 5 boxes at a time, starting on lane 8 today. And Justin made a great bid on that. And then after Justin completes 5 boxes, Lou will come up and do 5 boxes. Then they'll switch over to lane 7 and do it over again. We'll do that for 5 games.
$10. That will give 19 through 2 for Justin, the number 1 seed. Comes in with a regular season record of 202-50. In a league ACST average of a most impressive 127.34.
So both of those statistics were the best of any bowler in the A division, both north and south. Of all 32 bowlers, Justin had the best statistics. Well, that's a tough leave, but I think that might go. 8, 9, 10 pin. Some wood there. What do you think? Do you think that'll work out?
I'd say swing that wood around and let it fly.
Right there. Yeah, the 10 pin decided to stick around.
Too much
That was a great bid. So he'll be open for 3. And a 10 box. 29 after 3. That was in the right-hand pocket. The ball came a little bit on a left to right break. Took out 8.
This wood is not parallel, but let's see if he can play right through it. He does, off the wall.
Great shot. First mark of the match. That gives Justin 39 plus a ball after 4 boxes. His first ball will be his fill ball. On the fill.
It's 9 and a wiggling 10th pin. This will be for 2 marks in a row.
No doubt about that one.
Can't get any more perfect than that. If there were perfection points, that would be A++.
Sometimes those single pins look really small down there, and I've had to continually remind myself the pin's 2.5 inches wide, the ball's 4.5 inches wide. I don't have to be directly on it, so that's a pretty big target. But boy, they look small. When
Justin's off to the early start.
Justin's so good, he just knocked over 6 pins on the other lane, actually. So that's why he's one of the best around.
All right, so Justin sits down with 58 and a ball, and now we will get to see Lou GaCharna.
Yeah, Lou qualified in the 8th and final playoff spot with a record of 117 and 135, narrowly edging out Mike Nardone and Rich Limoni for a playoff spot that went right down to the final week.
Sure did. Lou starts off on the head pin. He takes out 7. He's got the 2, 4, and he's got the 6 pin. Nice attempt there.
Sure is. He split him and just couldn't quite cut it quite enough.
It's nearly an impossible shot, and if you're going to do it, you want to split it.
Good 10.
Nice 10. If you can't get the strike, you get the spare. If you can't get the spare, you get the 10.
Luke comes in with the 112.97 average. So
he's going to have to be on his game today.
Yeah, yep, that is for sure.
He bowls out of Central Park Lanes in East Boston. On the 2 pin that time.
Some great action, that's for sure. Leaving just the 1 and 3.
So far in the match, first time either
Remarkable
bowler has
leave.
missed the head
Just have to
pin.
be on that
first
object.
ball.
And there it is.
Nicely done. These fellows played once earlier this season in the regular season. Justin took 12 out of the 14 points. That match was right here, actually. Justin threw a 635, Lou a 542. But that doesn't matter now. It's however you do today. Here's the fill ball.
Is that going to go? No. 6 in the fill. 4 horsemen left. So in this format, it's all about pinfall. Normally during the regular season, we play for 2 points per string. He's off to the left. But in the playoff rounds, it's whoever has the most pins at the end of 5 games. So it's very possible to win 4 games and then have your opponent throw a big game in the 5th and take the match.
Nice pinning there by Lou for 10. 36 through 3, so actually through completed boxes. He's up 7, but he's looking straight down the barrel of 2 marks by Justin Waters here.
First of which was a 19 box.
Yeah.
Still off on that 2 pin a little bit. So the winner of this match will advance to the next round. The loser is done for the season. I think so, yeah.
Just missed. Just off.
We hate to see that leave.
It's clean sheets and danger.
1, 4, 7, 6, 10. It's pretty when it goes.
Yeah. You can keep looking at it, but the lead's not going to change.
He's going for it.
Oh, that's nicely done.
He made a great bid at that. The only way to make that is to deflect the ball off the head pin and hope the head pin goes over to the other side. And he was right on the head pin, deflected the ball, but the pin didn't cover the backside, the other side.
That's a good 8 box at the end.
Nothing to be ashamed of there. Well, he's on the head pin this time.
It doesn't help him out, though. He hit the head pin 2 out of 5 times.
So with this one, I'm probably going to try to do 3 and 2. That's what he's doing. And he chopped a little wood off and just took 1 pin, so 4 left. Wants to avoid a 6 box. And it's an 8 box.
So all he could do on that one was get the 8. It gives him 52 through 5.
So Justin comes up now on lane 7. He's at 58 plus a ball. So without the fill, he's already up 6 pins. And the fill will add to that. That time he's in the left-hand pocket, takes out 7 in total, so I give him 65 at the half. And he's left with a 5, 9, 10, and some wood around the 5. We'll see if it helps. Justin just takes a lot of shots off the wall, so that may be the strategy here.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I didn't think, yeah, he deflected the ball over into the 10. Beautifully done. 75 plus a ball after 6.
That's 3 marks in a row.
If we can find the sponsors, we can offer the $50 in bonus money, but we're not there yet.
It's a big delay. Okay, coming up on a fill in the 7th, 75 plus a ball. Another big ball. 8 in the fill, that gives him 83 after 7.
His fills of
After 6, I'm sorry.
7, 8, and 9. Not in that order. Going for 4 in a row.
Oh, that one didn't go, but it was awful close. Great bid at the 310. And the wood worked against him that time.
So 9 box. 92 through 7 for Justin.
Well, he's already putting Lou in a position where he's going to need to mark a lot right now. Justin is relentless. Well, that's on the head pin, a little full. Kind of a nasty split there. The 2, 4, 6, and 10. No wood. Tries to split it, just takes off the 4 pin. And a 7 box, that's not characteristic.
Yeah, happens every once in a great while.
Sometimes,
Some days I'm happy with the 7 box.
Sometimes it's so quiet.
Until that point, you'd only left 2 pins on the deck.
So sometimes you do the games in the arcade. So
99
Justin's
after
gonna
8.
head pin 8 out of 8 so far.
That was a hammer,
It's the kingpin is the one remaining.
but it's a wiggler. That 1 pin came off the wall and just tapped it, not enough to take it out. He's off to the left.
Just pulled it just a bit.
Okay, going for the 10.
So 108 through 9 for Justin, 1 to go.
He's pretty disappointed in that shot. That's not like him to miss something like that. That may open the door for Lou to catch up here. Oh, ouch. 34-mile-an-hour ball at the pins and just took out the head pin and two others for a spread eagle plus a 9 pin.
Oh my. Just chips out the 2.
That was the area I wanted to be to make that. I had that shot myself earlier this year and picked it up right there on a 3 side. Not a bad out.
That's a good 8. He hit the object pin all 3 times there. 8 box, a 116.
So 116 for game 1. That's below average for Justin. A lot of us would be happy with that, but Justin's one of the elite players in this game, so
that was 116 hitting the head pin all 10 times.
Okay, so now Lou comes up and he's in a better position than he thought he would be after that half.
Yeah.
He's at 52 after 5. Needs a 64 half to catch up. 65 to get ahead. That's what, 2 marks. That's a good ball. And again, the 5 pin stuck around. Something you'll never see in 10 pin. You throw a ball like that in 10 pin, and it's that 5 pin's not sticking around. And he's on it. Spare in the 6 for GaCharna.
Second spare.
62 plus a ball. And the fill. He's off on the 2 pin that time.
But he'll happily take the 7 fill on that.
69 after 6 to Justin's 83 after 6. And this is a 137. It's makeable. Everything but the head pin. He just missed his object. Still took out the left side.
Lou throwing at 32.5 miles per hour, at least at the pin level.
And a good 10 box. That's what you want to do in this situation. Don't leave any pin standing. So 79 after 7, and in completed boxes, it's Justin's at 92. Still needs to pick up another mark here to catch up.
And it's a split. We got some wood.
4-7-10.
Have to fly it around. Snap it around.
Yeah, we're seeing some interesting leaves so far with the guys hitting the head pin and not getting the leaves that they'd like to see.
Oh, look at this. It may still go.
Wow, he threw wood back and forth on that. That couldn't have done that much better.
Got the 10 pin, but the 7 didn't go.
Yeah, then wood came back that he kicked over there and came back the other way. Another 10 box. Chipping away a little bit at that lead. So now he's only down 10 pins in completed boxes. With 2 to go.
Oh, the 5 pin again.
Yeah, again, he's in his pocket. Left-handed, well, he's right-handed. He was in the left pocket on that. Solid hit, but and there's the mark he needs.
Third spare of the string here for Lou.
So will probably at least keep it close through the first game, which is what he wants to do. In the pocket again on the left side, 7 drop. That puts him 106 after 9. He's only down 2 pins in completed boxes right now. He needs a spare plus 1 to win this string. There's a spare.
And he will have the lead after the first string.
Nice comeback.
Whatever he gets on his fill ball right here will be his lead. monster fill of 8.
Let's finish, Lou.
So 124 for Lou at game 1. And so far that gives him an 8-pin lead in the match. And when you're bowling Justin, you want to take advantage of every opportunity you can, because the likelihood is at some point he's going to throw a pretty big string here. By the time he's in the right-hand pocket, it's interesting to watch. His ball actually for a right-hander breaks left to right. I just picked up the 1 on the 2 together. I bet myself have been struggling with 2-pin leaves like that. Picking up just 1 here and there. They've been really tough for me. And a 9-box.
He's been off a little bit just to the left on a couple single pins.
Took a second there to regroup himself. Well, it's 9 on a drop. He's in the right-hand pocket again. The ball's coming in left to right, so almost like a left-hander.
Right on the face.
So it gives him 19 plus a ball at 2 boxes. A little fuller on the head pin that time.
Another split, but there is some wood there that could be of use.
6 in the fill for 25 after 2. Wow. He did throw 1 pin over in that direction. But it went behind the 10 pin, so he'll be open in the 3rd. Nice clean 10 box, 35 after 3.
So far, Justin still remains flawless on hitting the head pin on the first ball, 13 for 13.
Another 9-pin drop.
Solid hit in the right-hand pocket. I'm just wondering strategically if the way his ball breaks, if he's not better in the left-hand pocket. But he's only got this 4-pin to shoot at with wood there. He's going straight at the pin, picks it up, second mark in a half.
Who needs wood?
So Justin's at 45 plus a ball after 4. Similar pattern the last time, but spare in the 2nd, spare in the 4th. Will he get one in the 5th?
Push.
Big 8-pin drop.
53 after 4. And a very makeable spare here. So long as that wood doesn't deflect him.
No problem.
No doubt about that one. So a little bit stronger than he was the first half last time. He's a 63 plus a ball. Okay, Lou comes up on lane 8, facing 3 spares and only 1 pin left on the deck. That was in the right-hand pocket.
Yet to have a strike yet, but we've had a lot of 9-pin drops.
Well, I'm sure they're coming.
Justin had just had this similar lead with the wood in the gutter a moment ago.
Oh!
Misses by just a hair.
Took a little bit of a late break, it looked like to me. I don't know if you saw that too, but it seemed like it was heading there and then slightly hooked to the right. Just enough to miss a pin. That's good. Good 10 box. He avoided the wood in the gutter. Now up against a 16 box in a second. He was off the head pin, but still had a good drop of 8, 7?
7. 1, 2, and 9 left on the deck.
I can't see the 9 pin from this vantage point. So 7, got to be right in between those 2 pins.
He's got a shot.
Nope, just took off the 3. So he'll be open in the second. And that one got away from him, so it's an 8 box only, 18 after 2. Down 7 in completed boxes.
So through completed boxes, he's up 1 for the match, but Justin has some marks on the board here.
He's got 10 and 18, and then another mark with a fill remaining to be seen.
Right into the pocket, and what an ugly lead.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. One of the randomness factors of Candlepin. Sometimes you hit right where you want to, and this happens. So 5, 7, 9, 10.
Let's see if he tries to go for the right-hand side of that piece of wood there. Spin him around, or just go for the 2.
That's what he's doing.
Wow, good hit, Lou.
Boy, he did spin them around.
He gets some great action. He really does. Some of those wall shots are... See what he does here, if he's trying for 2 or just 1. All right, he was trying to do the same thing.
You didn't think you could squeeze a ball through there, but he did. 8 box. So
26 after 3 for Lou. He's down 9 in the games so far.
It's pretty clear after watching the first string and a half, each bowler's got a favorite lane.
wow. Talk about some late action.
Yeah, broke up that split. That looked pretty ugly. He was light. He was a little too full on the head pin. Yeah,
same shot he just had. Oh goodness.
No. It's a foul. The ball came out of hit the pin in the gutter, so that'll be a 9 box. Love to have that one back. So open through 4, 35 after 4 boxes. This is when you want to get a big mark and go sit down and think about this for a second. Is it going to go?
Another single, but 2 pieces of wood off to the side that...
I've seen good things and bad things happen with that.
I'm going to say should help.
He's got it.
Oh, barely.
Well, that was a scary moment.
Wow.
Spare on the 5th. So Lou sits down at 45 plus a ball, and Justin's now back up with 63 plus a ball. So looking for a big fill to get over 70. And look at that. There it is.
First strike of the day.
You can't get a better fill than that. 73 he closes the half with. Now he's at 83 plus 2 balls.
I think the 7 was the last to fall there. I was like,
It was. Yeah.
is that going to be another 9-pin drop with another 7 as a single? But not the case.
Oh, he's on the head pin, but too much head pin. So spread eagle. Fortunately, this is the a strike fill, so he's got an opportunity to pick up some pins here, even if you can't get a spare out of this. And he picks up 3 more, so 7 in the fill, and that gives Justin Waters 90 after 6. So 7 fills not the greatest, but it's not bad. Now he wants to close out with a 10. Which he does, nice and clean. He played that perfectly. That's 100 after 7. And again, he's left just 1 pin so far.
Always impressive when you pick up both sides of the spread eagle.
That's keeping your head in the game and not letting that get to you, because that's going to happen, and it's really aggravating. You feel like you threw a great ball in. Justin's getting vocal here and talking to the pins. He took out 7 on that.
And that was the first time he missed a hit pin. He was 17 for 17 before that.
A great effort on that. Sometimes you wonder if somebody who had a slower ball might not have gotten that, because his ball just kicked right up over it.
Flew over the pins.
And he'll be open in box 8. 108 after 8. And now he's left 3 pins up, which is still really good. You keeping track of the marks?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I have 6 spares and a strike so far for Justin. Unofficially.
That is correct.
That was in the pocket. And he took out 7. It's 3, 6, 9. A little mini triangle down there. Well, he bounces it, but
Skips off the line, but right on target.
a spare in the 9th for Justin. That puts him at 118 plus a ball and 9, so he's back to at least hitting his average of 127.
Just 3.
On the 2-pin, but he's at 121 after 9. He's got the 2 rows on the right plus a 7-pin. Wow. Hits the 3-pin and takes out everything but the head pin. So he's at 130 now, possible 131.
That was the next best ball to getting a spare, is cleaning up the deck except for the hit pin. Off to the left again.
Uncharacteristically, Justin leaves the head pin for a 130 game. Well, Lou's got his work cut out for him in this next half.
So
Wants
officially,
to stay ahead or stay even. He's got to have a
Justin
pretty big
does
head.
have a strike
Well, big
and
ball
7 spares.
right now. He's on a mark.
He's at 45 plus a ball. So needs a big one here. If he could match Justin's strike, that would be great.
He's been throwing a really good first ball. As recall, he just had 2 9-pin drops where he could not convert on the singles. So he'd take a 9-pin drop here.
Well, there you go. You called
There
it.
it is.
So nice 9 fill for 54 at the half. Oh,
Goodness.
not by much. He opened in the 6th. Does not
Single
want to be
pins
open.
have not been Lou's friends.
He's going to need 3 or 4 marks. And a 9 box, 63 after 6.
So through completed boxes, he is down 19,
No, he's down more now.
right?
No, he's down 27. In a game. In the game, you're right.
Right, yeah.
19 in a match.
Correct. It's right into the head pin again.
Oh,
Too heavy.
not what you want to see happen. All right, take a side at a time. Bob Lee tells me the odds of making the spare are about 4% for the A-level bowlers.
Where's Bob get that number? I'm pretty sure we'll find 1 in 25.
I thought it was less than that, actually.
Might be less than that.
I thought it was
Maybe less than
1%, but it's pretty low no matter what.
that. Yeah, it's pretty low.
We gotta start to formalize that. It's gonna be hard. Whoa!
Bob keeps stats on pretty much everybody that he watches, and I may have misquoted there. You're right. It might be 1.
No, we'll probably quote Bob right. I just want to see his database.
It's 70 through 7 for Lou.
Down 30 in the game. So right now, the best goal I would have would be to get as many marks as you can in the next 3 boxes and try to close the gap some.
Try to keep it close.
So he's off to the left here, but this is actually reasonably makeable if you can get into the pocket. Oh, right there, right there. Everything but the 8 pin. That was a great effort on that. And a 10 box, 80 after 8.
Snipe it.
Picked up 2. Picked up 2 pins anyway. Now he's up against a spare and a 9 box.
Justin got 22 in his last 2, so with the marker 2, Lou can close the gap. Little light on the head pin.
Just 5. Again, this is a half a rack, but it's a reasonably makeable spare if you can get on the object. And he got on the object, but it went right through. So he's left with a 5 and a 7.
It's amazing how small the margin is for picking that up versus punching out.
That's the thing about this game. It's just sometimes it's a matter of a fraction of an inch. It's a 9 box for Lou, 89 after 9. He can't win this string, but he can make a dent if he has a good box here. And points don't matter, total does.
Well, I think he'll be aiming for the left side wood,
Yeah,
the right side of the wood, just similar to his shot earlier.
it's the 8, 9, 10.
He's got to fly that wood around. He's done that before.
He's bouncing off both walls at the same time, pretty much.
This one can go.
It's going to the right side of it,
Wow!
and he did what he wanted to do, except it was too shallow.
That was a helicopter propeller in the air.
It just didn't go back to the back row. So if it had been a middle row, it took it all out. And you take a 9 after that. So 98.
Disappointing 98, but still with 3 strings to go. It's a 24-pin lead for Justin. Unofficial stats here. Justin's hit the head pin 18 out of 20 times.
Okay, so in total so far, Justin has a 246 after 2 strings, and Lou has a 222. All right, that was a pretty good ball in a right-hand pocket. He left just the Is that the 3 or the 5 and the 8? 5 and the 8. This time he gets a spare in the first.
I was hoping for that ball to hang on. I was drifting a little to the right.
Oh, he cut it close, didn't he?
There it goes.
I thought that looked like a strike ball coming in that 1-2 pocket. So a strike in the second, 20 in the first box, and 30 plus a ball or 2 balls in the second. The story of this game is going to be in the marks. It's in there, but light. 6 on the first ball, a check mark on the right-hand side. And that's the 3, 5, 6, 10. Wood in the back, that's not going to matter.
Nicely done.
Yep, 3 in a row for Justin, another 10 fill, so 40 after 2. He's got some wood in the right-hand gutter, so he's going to throw a ball down the gutter before he throws his next ball. Well done.
Some call that the toughest shot in bowling. Just to
Well,
try to keep everything in the gutter.
I always say it's a good thing not to be good at gutter balls. If you start getting that shot down, then.
Yeah.
So he's at 50 after 3 plus this ball.
Could go.
There it is. Another strike.
Gotta quickly play
Second
that
in
one
the
mixing.
string.
Spare
Third in the
strike,
match.
spare strike. So the other night we had the match between Tim Douglas and Rob Linehan, and in Game 4, Douglas did this very same thing: spare strike, strike.
Wow.
He ended up with 100 half.
It could be hidden that way. Similar to a strike earlier, except that was a spread eagle.
Just a little full on the head pin. 5 on the first ball.
This time,
A clipped
clipped
wing
eagle.
sprig. Yep. Hey, we're thinking alike.
And I've been watching too many of these broadcasts. Which side is going to go for? Look out. Might still get
Question
one.
is, question is, was he trying to go over there? I don't know. But he picked up 7 in the field for 77 after 4. He'll be open in the 5th.
He was definitely trying to go for it that way.
And an open box, his first one, but at 9 gives him 86 at the half. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he was just waiting. I mean, waiting to explode. I know he threw a 130 last game, which was still over his average, but
Well, for you and I, that's a pretty good game. For Justin, it's a regular day.
so lose needs to. Well, there's no margin for error here at this point. No, that's a great ball though.
But Lou's a very talented bowler, and he's been in these pressure situations before. So you take it a ball at a time, keep your head in the game. There you go. And there's a mark for Lou, matching Justin's first one. So far, he's keeping even.
I'll leave my
Question is,
mic
can
on.
he throw a strike spare?
Whatever you say. Have fun with it.
Of course, it's been fun, man.
Have to
And
reset.
Scared the 2-pin. So we got to hit a reset here.
You're good. Just reset.
I had Lou for hitting the head pin 13 out of 20 times, although he hit it one more in that 11th box. So
Yeah. Lou
What's
was
a
at
spare
14.
strike count look like?
that's a good question.
Water,
I have him for 6 spares. Again.
water is 3 strikes, 9 spares.
Yep.
23 dead pins. Blue, no strikes yet, 6 spares, 14 out of 21.
Yep. Okay.
And that's 14 out of
That's off the head pin.
Off on the 3, and he's left with a spread eagle left plus the 10 pin.
But a 5 fill.
Kind of like the way that wood works there in the front as a guide.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Get you in
it's-
that 1-2 pocket because that's
Yeah.
where he wants to be.
Just moved a smidge back.
Probably not going to take any pins out, but it gives you a visual right there.
Oh my goodness.
Everything but the 7 pin, but that was what he wanted to do on that.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good ball.
All right, kids, start it up again.
And a 10 pin. So he's at 25 after 2, and in completed boxes, Justin's at 40. So when your opponent's throwing marks like that in a row, it's easy to get down quick. So you just got to get back.
Someone take the plate.
Yeah.
Be another reset here.
Although I like that wood, it's too bad he can't use it.
If it was his first shot.
Yeah.
There we go.
Although they've been a pretty disappointing first fall. All right, back to the action. Coming up in box 3 of game 3. Off on the 2 pin and just punches out 2 for the left side half Worcester. Tries taking it on the inside and just picks up a couple more than 1 and the 9. Right now you just want to pin out as good as you can. I'd be happy with an 8 box here.
Line.
Nice job.
And how about a 9 box? Very respectable out. 34 after 3. Down 26 in the game so far. Well, he's living on the 2 pin right now, and that gives him a Cleary right. What do you think of that wood, Dave? Think it makes it a little easier?
Yep. Exactly. It's just pulled it.
Just went for the back pin.
I don't know who Real Rage is, but they're saying hi to you.
Oh. Well, hello, Rel Rage. I don't know your real name, but thank you for the greeting. I appreciate it.
Tough 7 box there.
41 after 4. Really looking for another big mark here.
It's been off the mark on the head pin the last 3, so we'd like to bury one.
Oh, there he
Like
is.
that.
That was nice. Left the 4 pin. How, I don't know.
This time.
And there's the
No
mark.
doubt about it.
So good job, Lou, on getting out of that. 51 plus the ball. Justin
letting
comes
Dan
up
and Dave
on lane
sit down
7
close to
now,
the
going into
balls and
box
the
6 with
chairs, so
86
can't see
pins
my
after
screen.
5 boxes. Right, ball 1. And Mike, I see that we have a watcher from South Carolina.
And if you're from South Carolina and not familiar with this lead, that's the half Worcester.
I used to spend a lot of time in South Carolina. My office was in Fort Mill, and I was down there about every 3 months for a visit. Wow.
Oh, come on!
Is he going to get it?
Wow.
What a bid that was.
They call it the river.
Oh. Hey there, Rob. How are you? Good to see you here.
W9 box. 95 through 6 for Justin.
So, Micah, Rel Rage is Rob Linehan.
Ah, even better.
You
Yeah.
just saw him the other night,
Yeah,
right?
we just saw him the other night, and Rob is in South Carolina visiting right now.
Yeah, good old Scuttles.
Flew down there Thursday.
He gave Tim Douglas quite a match for the longest time until Tim just threw a
Just exploded.
166.
166, a 104 half, I think it was, in the first half of that game. Tim is the number 2 seed. Be a very interesting match if we end up seeing Justin versus Tim.
Well,
They're very similar bowlers.
true. You also have Charlie Collins and Ed Woodside out there who are hoping to advance all the way to, obviously, the finals.
Oh, and a 7 box for Justin for 102 after 7. Tough box for him.
They both seem to have a lane that they like and a lane that doesn't like them. 7 has been mean to Justin.
Except for the strike in the last game. Came in, but that's been about it. At a mark 2. But definitely accumulating his points on the right side. Oh, there you go. That was a hammer.
Of course, Dan Gauthier and Steve Bartet are also still in the playoffs here, so they certainly are capable of advancing as well. So this is only the second playoff match in the South Division of Division One.
Yep. In the first round, 8 bowlers total, and we'll go down to 4 after this round. So his first ball in his fill is a 5. It's left with a check mark right plus the 9 pin. Oh, wow.
It was gone either way.
The 10 pin gave it up late, but it went down anyway for a spare on a strike again. 122 after 8 plus another spare, so he's at 132 plus a fill ball. So it's definitely moving in an upward direction here. Wow, I felt that one here. Another strike for Justin. That's 4 strikes in this game so far. Puts him at 142 after 9, but he's on at another 10, so 152 plus 2 balls. This is kind of what I expected to see.
Well,
Seven on the first.
very similar to your Tim Douglas match.
Yeah, very, very much.
Linehan saying thank you for your commentary the other night.
It's always a pleasure, Rob, but I still can't count how many steps you take. Wow.
Nicely picked up.
All right. Justin on a roll with a 162 game.
That was a 10 fill. Ordinarily, another ball would have been coming, but 162.
Look at this little guy right here. Let's see a
And
9
that,
box.
my friends, is a 400 triple. That's 408 for 3 games. And that's not something you see every day.
Only days ago.
On the fill, nice
look at
ball for Lou. 9 in the fill, so a 60 half, which is certainly very respectable. But he's going to have a lot of marks to catch up here. He needs 100 pins plus in his half.
And that wood, that wood was angled and went right around it. That 7 pin has been a nemesis here.
As a bowler, that's really aggravating. That looks so good when it's there, and you're just like, I hope it's not too far out, and it is. And what takes away what should have been a simple spare. So 69 after 6 for Lou GaCharna. So as Bob Lee would say, he's 9 over par, but he's quite a bit underwater so far in this game.
So to speak. Justin was 62 over par.
Not bad, not bad.
All let's see. That one would.
All right, it's not a great angle to aim at, but,
Yeah, I think
but
it's
if you
good.
hit it, it's going to take it.
Yeah, with that wood behind, I think this time we'll go.
There we go. Took it off the wall, but it went anyway. Spare in the 7th. Really nice shot. And so 79 in a ball at 7. Bunch of big fills here. That's not terrible. 7 fill. 86 after 7, but he's got the 3, 9, 10. And some wood that I think could be a guide there. I don't know.
It's a tough spare without the wood. Let's see if the wood helps.
He went right at the wood and picked up 2 of the 3, so he's left with the 3 pin only. And a 9 box, 95 after 8. So not really a terrible game for Lou, but he's up against a big one here. Off on a 3-pin, gets some nice action, and he's left with a makeable spare. 1, 2, 4, 5. Oh, wow. I thought he was in the pocket there, but I guess he just went by the head.
Connects for the single pin for a 10 box, 105 through 9.
All right. What he wants to do here is big a box as possible to minimize the damage. And then look to game 4.
There it is.
And that was a pretty good ball. It looked like a strike ball going down from here. Left with a 6, 7, 10 split and some wood in front of the 6 pin.
And the wood, both pieces are pretty close together, so I'm not sure if he'll get much action flying it around.
It's the only shot you got, though.
Exactly, it's better than nothing, right?
Rob, how the hell is it ever too
The
windy to
right-hand
golf?
side. You going left?
Ugh.
He does move it around.
So just picks up
If he's not golfing, at least
1, so he's got the 7, 10 split.
No, probably sitting in a room.
Probably just
getting
going to want to
couple
pick up 1 pin and go sit down.
couple
That's what he's going for. He actually was trying for 2.
happy sticks in him.
So a 114 game for Lou GaCharna.
Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
So Lou has a 336 triple to Justin's 408.
So that's 64 and 8. 72 pin difference right now after 3 strings.
Waters
game
27 out of 30 on the head pin with 5 strikes, 11 spares. Blue with 19 out of 30. No strikes yet, but 8 strikes.
All right, coming into game 4, Justin throws his first ball, and he's in the left-hand pocket. And has
Similar
the
kind of shot, actually.
dreaded 7-10 split. He's got some wood. Taking a look at that.
Again, both woods are parallel, so. Oh my goodness gracious!
Good thing we got that on the replay.
Wow, that looked like there was no way that was going in. Still came across. Unbelievable spare in the
Not
first.
sure he planned it that way, but you know, you hit the wood in a good spot, and let things fly. And here's the fill ball. That's your reward, a 7 fill.
Justin gets so much action sometimes that good things happen, even if it wasn't the first plan. So 7 and a fill, 17 after 1, and a triangle on the left side to go for. And the was off on the release on that a little bit, just picked up one. And a 9-box, 26 after 2. All right, coming in a box 3 is first ball here after a 9. Well, he's got the 2, 4, 6, but we actually saw him make this before without wood. He's got some wood there that might interfere.
It might help deflect the
Wow, that almost took it.
A little bit short of a pin. Man. And a 9-box.
So 35-3 for Justin. Fourth string.
Slow down a little bit for the moment. It's another extra pin. Is he going to get another one?
Look at this. Oh, I think he would have liked the other leave. I don't think he wanted those to fall.
Well, he's only got 2 to shoot at, so avoid the cap on that wood. So I think that'll hurt. No doubt about that.
Wow.
Spare in the 4th. He was right on his object pin that time. So 45 after 4 plus a fill.
Looks like another split.
Yep.
There is a piece of wood that could help.
The way Justin's ball works, that might be his best option. Bounce it off the wall and kick it over.
I think it would most likely be off the wall
Yeah.
to connect.
That's where he's going. All right, he'll be open in the 5th. And an 8-box. So Justin sits down with 60 after 5 in game form. So 3 open boxes that time. So here comes Lou. Lou's down 72 pins in the match so far, so he's going to need a big game here. So first things first, we start with box 1. Nice ball. Is it going to be a strike? Almost.
Almost swipes the 7.
He's had a lot of those balls that look like they should be a strike and end up a 9.
This is the same exact shot with the wood in the gutter that we've seen earlier today a couple times. And this time,
Gets it.
straight on.
Spare in the first. Matches Justin's spare in the first. And he wants to just keep that going. So that's how you come back. Oh, a little full on a head pin, just 6 in the fill. It's a little bit of a mess. That could be pretty if it goes. He's got the 3, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, let's watch this wood coming up. It's a little
Yeah,
closer
let's
now.
move it.
Suddenly that's in play.
Yeah, I was thinking originally of just cutting the 3 pin over. But Now you've got a couple more options here, don't
We
you?
just primed
Yeah.
to leave the 9 dry.
He's going to have to clip the end of the wood.
I think you want to be on the other side of that.
That's the only way we would have gotten the 8 out of it. If we hit it the other side, we'd just taken the 7.
So see what happens with this. If he can hit the object. Yep, that would have worked, actually. That's what I was thinking originally. Hit the 3-pin, and the wood came off the wall and went over to where the 7 and 8 happened. That is a 10 box. 26 after 2. He's tied in the game with Justin so far. But still down 72 in the match.
Got to keep hitting head pins and leaving yourself spare leaves. Get strikes. Got a little action here late again.
Well, he did what you told him to. Hit the head pin and left himself with a reasonable spare leave, though the angle of that wood is a little troublesome in my mind. He's going for it, and he went to the right side of the object pin, and it came out for a spare on the 3rd.
Same for the score.
Yep.
So right now he's 1 pin up in the game, plus this fill. So make a little bit of a dent.
Disappointing not to hit the head pin, but happy with 7.
Yeah, that's a great break because that was just probably a 1/4 inch from being a half Worcester on the right side. So 7 and a fill, 43 after 3.
Oh, that's
What a
very
bit.
good effort.
Again, that was just another one of those 1/4 inch shots because I think he was just a tiny bit full on the head pin. If he'd been a little further to the left, it would have kicked it over. It wasn't far. So 9 in the 4th, and the game is knotted up again at 52 each after 4 boxes. So it's getting late in the match. He needs to get ahead of Justin here.
That's his best ball of the day. His first strike, right?
Yeah, I think so, and that's as good as you can get on that.
I mean, you never know what's going to happen, but that one looked like a strike ball right as it was going down the lane.
Yeah, sometimes you can just see it as it's coming out of the hand. It's like, yep, this is going to be big. That's why we've been disappointed in some of the 9 drops because several of them look like they were looking like strikes on the way down. All right, Justin's coming up on lane 7 with 60 at the half and a 72-pin lead in the match. He's looking to lock that in. And this is probably about the 4th time we've seen this sleeve. 2, 4, 6, 10. No wood this time. You either got to cut it or take something off the left-hand wall. And you don't want to do that. So nothing went that time. He went right through the hole. So now he wants an 8 or a 9 box.
Wow.
And it's a 6 box. He dropped the ball as he was releasing. So 66 after 6. And Rob Linehan mentioned, or no, I guess that was. All right. Wow, that was a good ball. That was a good ball. And the split broke up. He's left with just a 10 pin and some wood there. It's still moving around a little. It's not angled particularly favorably.
Yep.
And that's what we thought
Yeah, it
might
was
happen.
definitely angled.
And just a reminder to everybody who might be watching, this is not a G-rated show.
I encourage it.
I don't want a G-rated show.
So So the bowlers are very serious here, and sometimes this can be a really aggravating game. So Justin is open in box 7 with 75 after 7. And that time he's on the head pin. And we see the same split plus the 3 pin. Or a clipped eagle. He picks up the 2 on the right, or left, I'm sorry. Gonna have to write down my left and right on my hand again. To do that every once in a while. And he's just got a back row of 3.
Nice
Not
10.
anymore.
I'm always a big fan of just letting it fly.
So when I get a spread eagle like that, I also call it getting the bird. The pins just gave me the bird. Because that's how it feels. Well, he went off the head pin that time. I kind of don't blame him after the last 2 boxes. And
This is makeable, though.
yeah, I think it's a better lead than he's got the last 2 times hitting the head pin.
Just off to the right.
And just a 7 pin remains with a favorable piece of wood there. And another 9 box. So 94 after 9. So an uncharacteristic low scoring string for Justin. All right, that was a good ball. A little bit full on a head pin, but he got a good result. Just a 7 pin remaining. He's looking to mark out. Right in the face.
No doubt about that one.
So 104 plus a fill. It's a good chance of being back up over 110. And how about that? A 9 fill? And that gives Justin a 113. For 521 after 5 games.
So Lou steps up.
After 4 games, I'm sorry. 521 after 4.
He just had his first strike of the match. So if there's ever a time for another strike, it would be right now.
So the door's been left a crack open by Justin after that string. And Lou's hoping to capitalize. So strike in a 5th. 6 on his first fill ball.
A pair of reinforcements there to help the push.
Exactly. A pocket hit that should fall like dominoes. Just off to the right.
Just missed a head pin. Picked up a piece of that wood for 2 to drop. So 8 and a fill, 70 at the half. He's up 10 in the completed boxes in this game. But and there's a 9 box for 79. He really wanted to mark there. He's up in this game by 13, but down overall by 59 now.
Yeah, that's absolutely rough when you have an easy setup like that. Got to shake it off and come right back.
So a few more marks could make this a little closer. Ouch. Talk about getting the bird.
I've seen a lot of them today.
Now, these guys are on the head pin a lot.
It's going to happen. I mean, you actually want it. You want to hit the head pin, it's going to happen. Picks off a couple on the right.
Well, you do it a few times, and it starts affecting your head if you're not careful, because you start trying to shy your ball away from the head pin a little bit, so it can compound. Sometimes the best thing is just keep throwing at the head pin, because good things will happen. 7 box.
Ooh, yep.
Yep, the sweep came down. There was a chance for that to take another one, but 86 after 7. That's 7. So he has an 11-pin lead in the game so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's per box.
Through completed boxes, Justin's 61-pin lead in the match.
Like I said, sometimes after a spread eagle, you'll find your next first ball is just off. Yeah. And I think it's just a head game. He's on the 2-pin. Gets 3 on that one. It's a tough leave to make a spare on. It's doable, but it's tough. Not when you do that. All right, so what are you going to do here, Dave? You going to go really make a strong effort to pick up a 10, or are you just going to try to get a good cluster of pins?
He's still going to aim for the 1-3 pocket here.
Yeah, I think so.
Try to get
with a margin, with the error maybe being to the right.
Maybe an 8 box or something.
Oh, that's the worst possible outcome here, is to have a 3 box. So that puts Lou at 89 after 8. He's still up in the game, but this is a situation where you really got to get your head back. Just forget about that.
It's the same spot and has the same exact shot.
Same thing. He's going to give it another try.
Deja vu all over again.
You know, I always try to remind myself that it's not the last ball I threw that matters, it's the next ball. That's better. Didn't get them all, but he got most of them, so he's only left with the 4 and the 7 with some wood there. A little ugly, but I think if he hits it on the right side, not the left. Well, the left side works too. All right. So a 10 box for 99 after 9. He's up against a 19 box now. So I don't think he's going to put as big of a dent into Justin's lead as he wanted to, but he's going to put a little bit of a dent in it, maybe, if he can spare here. Another 2 and 2 split, 1, 2, 6, 10.
I was only able to hit the head pin 1 time out of these 5 boxes here.
That's all the difference. Ouch.
It's the object pin, but nothing going.
In fact, I think if I recall, the one time he did hit the head pin, it ended up being a spread eagle.
Yeah, yep. So really didn't have many opportunities.
9 box.
That's a 108 for Lou. Was hoping to take a chunk out of that lead, but not to be a 5 pin deficit. So
Well, that it actually expands Justin's lead a little bit.
looking at 77 now.
Yeah, he did. He picked up 5, 77. All right, well, where we stand now is Lou's got to throw a big game and Justin's got to throw a stinker. And what a result that is for being way off on a 3-pin. Drops 9, he's left with just a head pin. Wants to go right at it. Small chance if he hits the right side of the wood it could kick over, but I don't think so. And he hits the left side, nothing happens. So Justin will be opening in box 1. So you figuring out the averages so far?
Justin threw 4 strings. He's averaging 130, a little bit higher than his ACST average of what do we say, 127, right?
27, yeah.
But I know he's been disappointed here, so he wants the string to be.
Yeah, we have a ball return down on one of the other lanes malfunctioning.
Yeah, wants to have a string where he can really feel good about everything.
That ball looked pretty good on the release, but it broke a little bit too much and came in full on a head pin, took out 6. And this is the inverted version of that split we've seen quite a few times.
Oh, that's
man.
where the wooden behind was the one that was the possibility to swing over, get those 2.
He also split those. Yeah, he split the. I'm looking at the delay here. He split the 3 pin and went behind, and the wood went behind too. But they went in the right direction. 9 bucks. So Justin's at 19 after 2 with 2 open boxes.
And another split.
He's on the head pin. Miss the head pin, you get a 9 drop. You hit the head pin, you get a split.
It's a great effort.
He hit right where he wanted to. Took out the 3 on the right. He's got the 1 on the left, which is the 4 pin. And now it's gone for 29 after 3. All right, so Justin's open through the first 3 boxes of Game 5, but he's only left 1 pin standing.
Oh, goodness.
Another head pin hit, another split.
We've seen, I think, every kind of variation. 2s and 2s, 3s and 1s.
6 drop on all 3 of the last 3 balls. And again, he split it over, but it went behind.
That was even closer, but not quite.
Yep, it went right behind the 7. Another 10 bucks. Pinning great. So 3 boxes in a row, we've seen 6-2-1, 6-3-1, 6-3-1. Are you kidding me?
Well, at least there's some wood, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
Better
just
than
watched.
nothing.
I just watched the delayed video. He was in the left-hand pocket, about perfect.
Not to be.
No. So for the first time in this match, we'll see Justin open for a half.
Hit the head pin 4 out of 5 times, and one time he didn't hit a single, but really didn't have, other than that first box, really did not have any spare opportunities.
That sucks.
All right, that was 8 bucks. So Justin closes a half with 47. So
Oh, you're pounding.
You did. Got a split every time.
all right, Lou comes up and he's got about as good of an opportunity as he's going to get. I mean, starts off on a 6-pin. I often refer to that as my alternate head pin because I hit that a lot.
But it's still a spare leave.
Yeah, I've
Throw
gotten
the strike ball.
I've gotten good at this shot because I see it so often. And he's right there
There
on
it
it. He
is.
gets it. Yep. That's redemption for the first ball. So spare in the first for Lou. But he's got to chip away at a 77-pin lead in one string, so he's got to throw 2 monster halves here.
Right. I think there need to be some strikes put together there as well. Oh, there's
Come
a
on.
break.
Yeah, that's a big break. 7 and a fill 17 at the first box, and a triangle left with some wood that may be helpful here.
I think aim for the red line. Should cover. Oh, capped it.
I couldn't see around him. Yep, you're exactly right. He hit the cap perfect, which is not what he wanted to do. But there's a 10 box, 27 after 2. Nope, she scared the 2-pin. There's something.
Something on lane 8, huh?
Yeah.
Just looking at the quarter Worcester, even when the pin that falls, it just looks ugly.
Yeah, you just want to turn your head at that if you're bowling. I don't want to see that. Now you want to focus, get your head in this game, throw a great first ball. Do as best as you can to chip away at this. Good ball. A little too good.
Well, there's a split there, but maybe try to swing that wood around.
Head pin hit, he's left with a 6, 7, 10 split. No, right on the red line it looks.
Exactly.
And he just cleared the wood out of off the deck. Yeah, he hit it to the left of the red line just a little bit. There you go, good 9. 36 after 3. Another head pin hit and a good break. He didn't split that time. Just a 4 and a 7. Just don't cap that wood, I think.
Pulled it.
Yep. Just took out the 7 pin. So Lou's been bowling right about his average, hasn't he? He looks to me like a 111 average for 4.
Yeah. It was trouble.
9 box, 45 after 4. So what's his ACST average again?
Yep. ACST was 113. He was 112.97.97. So.
Yeah, and he's not at his home house. And a lot of us bowl a little lower when we're away. Wow, that was a good ball.
How many times have we seen the 7 pin? This time no wood in the cutter.
And there's a mark in the 5th. He's going to sit down with 55 and a ball.
Right.
So he's got a bit of a lead in this game, but not enough to chip away significantly at the match lead.
I mean, I can't imagine bowling against someone of the ilk of Justin, but you know, going in, there's no margin, very little margin for error. Put it that way. So.
I've seen Justin in league play for years. We both used to bowl in Natick in a Wednesday and a Monday league, and I've been spanked by Justin quite a few times.
And what do you know? Well, there's a break.
Well, there you go. That's a head pin hit that was not another split.
That wood is not. Let's see. Well, I think it might be okay.
Yeah, it's a way, and it's a way about a couple inches, but if you go straight and drive it straight back, it should take it.
Oh,
Whoa.
should.
Wow.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. It does.
Wow. That pin fought a good fight to stay up. All right, so 57 in the ball after 6.
It's Justin's first mark in the 5th string. It was a struggle.
He went cold on the right side. And there's a split. Imagine that. 7 in the fill for 64. That puts him back up over par now in this game. However, he has the 2-4-6 split. And you wanted to hit something. So it'll be open in box 7. And just an 8. 72 after 7. Okay, coming into box 8. Just 3 boxes left for Justin in the match. That was a pretty good ball. He was solid in the pocket.
Just leaves the triangle right-hand side.
Little tiny bit full in the head pin when I watched the delayed video, but he's got the triangle on the right, which is a makeable spare. Looks like the 5 slightly off spot. Oh, he went wide again, but look at this.
Come back.
Got some action off the wall there to take an extra pin. Almost got a spare in there.
She had that.
I've been in a highlight reel. All right, 10 bucks, 82 after 8.
Justin's decided he's not needing the ball return anymore.
2 balls in the right-hand gutter.
Daniel, somebody, please.
Needs somebody to go down and clear the gutter. And here comes another ACST bowler. First time this year, Ashley Bradden. And I consider Ashley to be one of the up-and-comers in the league this year. All right.
2 boxes go to go for Justin.
2 boxes, he's at 82 after 8. Doesn't need a mark for 100, but it's not going to be his highest string unless he does mark. Oh, there's a hit on that 2-pin that leaves him a 4 horseman right. Or the Kamrowski special, as many of us call it. Kudos to Paul Grant on that. And Justin goes wide to the left and will be open in the 9th.
My unofficial stats has Justin hitting the head pin 42 of 49 times.
And a 9 box, maybe a 10. Nope, 9 box. 91 after 9. So far, every game he's had has been over 110. He's going to need a spare to do that. Yeah, how about that? Another split on a head pin hit. This time it's the 2-7-10. Could look pretty cool if he can get it to go. He'd have to move the 2-pin over to the 10 spot or take something off the wall. He tried to split it, and he'll be open in the 10th.
Need one of these just to hit 100.
Yeah, this is a rare event to see Justin with the score this low. And there it is. It's a 100 game for Justin Waters. Don't see that very often. So he's at 621 for his match total. Still over 600.
7 out of 10 on that turn.
8.
What'd you say? 8 out of 10 head pin hits.
6 out of 10 splits.
And on a scoreboard here that you can't see on the video, it gives you a red number if you throw a split. And there's an awful lot of red up there for Justin.
Lou was on a spare and got 6. Of course, this season it's win in advance, so.
He gets another
that's
mark.
a pretty spare by Lou.
Yeah, Lou's got a long ways to go to. He's got to mark every box right now and probably have a couple strikes in there to have a chance. So Justin's likely to advance right now.
Yes.
I say cautiously.
Another 6 fill, another split.
This time the 3, 4, 6, 10. No wood to play. Got to cut something over to the 4 pin. Nice try, but he'll be open in the 7th. Nice 9. 86. So what does he need in 3 boxes?
I don't know if he can get that many, can he?
Well, there's 14. Yeah, he needs 90 something.
He actually could only get 7. He couldn't do it. That will do it, actually.
Would you look at that? That was in the right-hand pocket.
That's my dad's smile.
Justin would play the lowest remaining seed, which could be Steve Bade, could be Dan Gauthier, could be Ed Woodside. So.
Oh, wow. Very good. Yeah, so his first ball on that one went right in the 1-3 pocket. And just a tad full on the head pin, and he got that mess. Nine box, 95. And we have some wood in the gutter. So Lou wants to clear the gutter out before he takes his next ball. Beautifully done. But no pins for that.
And 2 boxes to play for Lou. If this was a regular season scoring, he would have taken 4 points.
Yeah, looks like
Looks like he'd obviously take this string, and he won the first, was up 8 after 1. Justin had 130 and a 162, and that gave him a good lead, and he was able to
expanded him more after game 4.
hold off Lou the rest of the way. That's just one ugly lead right now. That's a great out.
Nice out, 9 box, 104. He will win this string, but he's not going to win by anywhere near enough to win the match. And final box of this match and this and of Lou's season. And he was off on the 2. He's got the 1-3 and 7, or 1-3-10. I'm sorry. And just the 3.
The head pit 7 times.
Yeah.
And Lou's final ball of the ACST season.
Stayed on their feet.
And it's an 8 box,
They'll do
112.
it. So Justin advances to the South semifinals with the victory here over GaCharna, 621 to 556. We'll await the score, the matches, the remaining matches that have yet to be played, and that will determine who Justin will take on in the next round.
65 pin victory for Justin. Fun match to watch. It's always fun to watch Justin bowl. He pummels everybody he bowls against, it seems, which is why he had a very high 200 plus pin or 200 plus point total for the season. But great match. Thank you, Dave, for joining me today.
It was a lot of fun.
Let's do it again. And Micah, great production. And
Watch some highlights, we can have some fun.
yeah,
No lights for me, please.
sounds like good. And thanks to the bowlers.
Come on,
It's a lot to be up there to do this, and a lot of stress on everybody. But it's a fun league, and thanks to Ryan's Family Amusements and Millis for hosting us. And I'm Dan Castle with Dave Peterson and Micah Imperato, and we thank you for joining us and look forward to the next match.
We'll see you in the lanes.
And while those guys have had their fun, I'll cut their feed. And let's go back through some events that I'd stolen from the night. So starting out here, it was Lou with what looked like a relatively straightforward spare, but had to fight for it. Justin stepping up on 7. Pretty sure this is going to be a pretty strong strike with the 6 and the 7 dropping late. Little baby sideways triangle. Massive skip lob, but blowing up the spare. Waters over here on 8. Finally, the 5 gives way. This was the reverse check mark. This was in the middle, I think, of the strike spare strikes. Just exploded it right on top of the 3-6. Following up that check mark. A good old mixer there as the 6 drops the wood back into the 3. And then just a nice solid hammer a little later in the string, tripping the 10, following that up with a spare. And of course,
Another strike, right? Yep.
even stronger. Yep. Pushing the 9 back. Little 2-1 split here with the 2-4-6. Clean. Absolutely clean. One way to throw a 162. Lou had definitely been fighting through the night, and just funny watching the 3 come up off the sidewall back down to the 10. This is Justin shooting the bedposts. Looked like it was over, and then off the 2 pieces of wood in the gutter, rolls across and picks up the 7. And Lou, having struggled 3 strings without a strike, just buries it. Absolute buried. 8 gets knocked over last. Make Bob Lee happy.
Another spare right there.
And a little good mix to pick up after a pretty rotten first ball there. Justin?
Piece of cake. Kind of.
Almost taken over. I'm just watching some clips.
Oh.
You had a
Can you show me the clip of that?
planking for which one?
Of that 710.
I did. I'll go back. But I'm going to get out of here, let this stream end, and we're going to have some fun here. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time along.